Hello, my name is Hannah Jennings, and I am a mindset coach for athletes. And I started working with Kat several months ago. And right before we started working together, I was very frustrated, to say the least. Very frustrated. I was spinning my wheels in my life and in my business. I wasn't seeing any of the growth that I wanted, even though I was doing all the right things, right? I was posting all of the time. I was writing all of the content, I was doing all these things, and I was still just coming up short and spinning my wheels. And I had done several other business courses before this, and I just kind of felt burned because it was like nothing, even though I did everything these coaches were telling me, I still wasn't seeing the success that I wanted. And, on a deeper level, I just wasn't feeling very fulfilled. So that's where I was before I started working with Kat. And I was a little hesitant to start with Kat only because I had been burned in the past, or at least it felt like I had been burned in the past. And I kind of was just like, I don't know if this is the right move. Is this really going to be the thing that's going to lead me to the success that I want? Is this really going to be what I want to do? And so, is this really going to get me to where I want to go? And so I had those hesitations, but I had been following Kat for a really long time, and it was a dream of mine to be able to work with her in the first place. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give it a Hail Mary, and I'm going to do it. So I did, and it worked out great. Even all of my doubts and fears ended up being like not even a big deal, right? And I have gotta say, it has been such a rewarding experience for me. I have become so much more grounded and so much more confident in who I am and how I show up. And before, I used to think, you just throw out all this content and you do all these things in your business without ever addressing how I felt. And that's why my business wasn't even successful, because I never even took note of how I felt. I just did it because it was like, that's what someone else told me, not because it felt good. And so I found that when I started working, when I started doing the things that Kat had me do, I found that I was like, wow, I don't actually want to do what I was doing. So I completely changed my business to something different. And then right before I was like, oh, I'm going to do this, I did like this webinar and it didn't go as I planned, but I found out through doing that that's not what I wanted to do either. And so then I completely pivoted, and now I'm I gotta say, I'm happily on the right path, and it feels good, and I'm much more intentional about the things that I do, and I make sure that I feel good first. With all of the things that I've done working with Kat one-on-one and through the flow protocols as well. And the flow protocols in and of itself has been so amazing, because no matter what I do, I can always, no matter how I'm feeling, I can always go back and feel a little bit better. Or if I'm feeling down, or I'm not feeling like I can do this, or I'm feeling a little lost for confidence, because we all feel that way, at some point you're not always gonna be on that super high horse all of the time. This helps me get back into that state of flow and that state of ease and that state of confidence. And I think the one thing that really hit home with me, and I'm going to get emotional because this is such a big deal for me, was that it gets to be easy for me, and it doesn't have to be hard at all. And it's been a really big thing for me to understand as a business owner and as a person, because I come back from a background where everything is supposed to be really, really hard. But thanks to Kat, it's so much better, and I feel so much better and so much more confident as I move forward. And no matter what, I can always go back and feel better with the protocols, and just do these things and everything that she's taught me. It's been a really, really wonderful experience, and it's hard for me to put it into words, but it's been super rewarding, and I don't cry on these, so it's that's a testament to how amazing it is. But anyways, yes, this has been so rewarding for me, and I'm so excited to move forward with everything, and move forward in my life, and move forward with my business, because things just keep getting better and better, and it gets to be easy, and it gets to be fun, and I am, for once in my life, looking forward to the things that are coming. So thank you so much, Kat.